Hey, welcome to Pamela's Tarot Tales. This is Pamela. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do the hashtag Council of Seven. This was put forth by Natalia from Ouroboros, and in case you're not familiar, the premise is that you have an inner kingdom, and of your inner kingdom you would have a council. For if you're the queen or the king or the ruler, you would have a council of advisors, and those are comprised of tarot decks. What are their personalities? What are their roles in your life? How do they advise you, and why? So I'm going to play with that and get started here. I recorded this video before. My computer is acting really funny, and Mercury's in retrograde, so I'm hoping that this one will sound better than the last one. Hopefully I remember everything I said, because it was good. Anyway, my point is that the first tarot deck is my trusted advisor, my right hand, this is the Spolia Tarot, and this is the one that it pushes you to take leaps, but knows how to keep you grounded. It has zodiac signs and elemental signs in it as well, so it's a very big deck. It's based on the Minchiati system, but I like that that added information is in there. It just adds a whole different way to the way that I can read. Anyway, so this deck, it's the one that it really made me question whether I needed any other deck in my life. This felt like the everything. This is the everything. Like, I don't need any other deck. Now, that's not true, and I have lots of other decks, and I'm not getting rid of all my decks yet. And these, seeing these other council members shows that I do need other decks, and why. But this deck can do everything. But it's just so magical. It feels really, really magical. So, alright, so that is Spolia Tarot. The next one is aptly named, because the same name applies to my council, is the Muse. The Muse Tarot. This tarot deck is, it is the empath on the council. This is the one that is the healer. They're all healers. But this is the one that is the artist, the empath, the one that really says, all right, let's really look at this, and let's go meditate on it, and let's see if we can, let's work our feelings out through painting or drawing or poetry or, but it gives you also grounded information too, practical stuff. It can read for anything, but it is the one that says, I see where you have this hurt or this needs healing, but let's look at why. What's the root of the problem? What is really going on underneath all that fear and all that pain and all that suffering? Like, what's causing it? And let's go look at that and heal that. Let's go at it from a very understanding, compassionate way. And still gives a, very much in-depth information. Alright, so that's the Muse. I haven't had this deck very long, but it definitely feels like it's a council member for sure. The next one is that friend that is your brash bitch, the one that you're like, I don't know if I can really take her out everywhere. That's the one that loves Throat Punch Thursday every day, the one that just tells you like it is and doesn't care about your feelings, or that says, yo bitch is this way, no, you're looking at it wrong. This is Dame Darcy's Mermaid Tarot. I don't read with it very often, and honestly this one surprised me to be on my council, but I think we all need that one that punches you in the face sometimes. The one that just no bars hold. Nothing is held back. That says it very quick and harsh and lets you know. And sometimes we need that. This deck, when I read for others, is very direct. Not quite so harsh. Not quite so mean. Not so cuss wordy. But when she reads for me, she'll cuss you out in a heartbeat and have no remorse, no guilt. Just says this the way it is. So that's that one. The next one is Brady Tarot. This is the first edition. I do have the second edition on pre-order, or not pre-order, but Kickstarter. And this one, this is a deck that I feel like it's the one that it's like the one that layers on the information. The one that plants seeds, but it reveals and reveals and reveals, and it overwhelms you with a plethora of information. It's the fountain, the well of wisdom and knowledge, but it does it in a way that is, it can give you the quicker answer, but it really unfolds and just needs to go layer upon layer upon layer, and it needs to go into more and more and more and more. I'm hoping that it'll be a little bit easier to see and to read with the second edition because the images will be larger. It won't have this white border. But anyway, it's one that I don't turn to often, but I want to. And I think with the new edition, I probably will more. But there's just so much information, and it's just such a beautiful deck. And it feels very neutral as far as, like, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't have an assigned sex to it. It doesn't have, like, the Mermaid one is definitely female. This one, it's like none of it matters. None of it matters. It's just laying out the info. Alright, so the next one, again, these aren't in any particular order, but is the kind of the grandfather, but the quirky grandfather, or the quirky uncle. This is the Tarot de Vieville. These are the backs. This deck, I love this deck so much. This is the deck that it's very grounded, but it's very good for conflict resolution. It's good for helping you understand control of your emotions, and yet allows you to have the expressions in whatever manner you need to. This one, it shows you all your options, and then but does it in a quirky way. That does it in I don't know how to explain it, but it just feels quirky, and the numbering is all different with this deck, but it's just it's my all-time favorite Marseille style deck. Yeah, so that's about Tarot de Vieville. The next one is textured tarot. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6. Oh, good. I'm already going a lot faster than I was in the last one. So the next one is the textured tarot. This one is this one also feels magical, but this one is my cheerleader, my magician, my hippie soul kind of thing, but my optimist. You know, the one that it can tell you all the harsh stuff, but it's going to do it in a positive light. It's just going to do it in a way that is a little bit, it's gentle, but it'll tell you everything that you need to know. but it's the cheerleader. It says, okay, yeah, this is the storm, this is what it is, but here's what you can do. Here's how you can handle it. Here's the silver lining. Here's the, and you can do it. You have the strengths. No, you can face those fears. No, you can get through this hard time. So that's my cheerleader, my positive lady. The last one is, and all of these decks I use, they're my spiritual advisors. So they're all very, very spiritual. I'd say Muse especially feels very spiritual, but only because that's part of my practice. The way that it presents itself is the same way that I work with my spiritual practice. The last one is this is the wise sage. This is the sage. This is La Corte Dei Tarocchi. This is the one that when we have council meetings, or even when I'm done, I'm just overwhelmed with everything, but there's council meetings and everybody said their piece, and it sits back, it watches, it listens, and just says, all right, and lets everybody have their piece, but then says what it needs to say, and it does it so succinctly and so wisely in such a clear, crisp, quick, like 3-word voice. It just says, well, why don't we do this? And then everybody's light bulb goes on, because it's so clear and succinct and direct, and then it drops that little truth bomb and walks away. And it doesn't do it harshly. It doesn't do it it's just that, it has that wisdom. It has that sage energy. And it's very, has that old world kind of feel to it. And it's just so wise. So it's so succinct and crystal clear. And it's a game changer. Yeah. Alright, so that is number 7, and that was a fun tag. I'm going to be doing some more of her tags, but I wanted to hop on and do this one because I've had it written up for a week now, and I just haven't been able to make the video. So anyway, I hope that this doesn't have that clicking sound in the background. Like I said, my computer is doing something weird, so this is the second time I'm recording it, hoping that it has stopped that. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Come see me again. I will talk to you guys soon.